Happy time zone, everybody. It's me, Ivory, and welcome to my gameplay diary. inZOI has been in early access for about 8 months, and if you thought that they couldn't get any better, don't count them out yet because December is going to be a major month for this life sim game. Now, August and October presented us with some new game features that really improved the game. Prior to the August update, I myself had a lot of critiques for the game inZOI. However, if you have sat in on any of my gameplay diary live streams here on YouTube, you would know that I have been having a ball with inZOI. I've probably been having a little bit too much fun finding all of the chaos in the game, and I'm really excited for December because the development team has really found their footing with this game and their own unique footprint in this genre, and I'm really excited to go over everything with you just in case you missed it. So don't be afraid to get comfortable because there are several things that we have to go over today. So go ahead and get you a cup of coffee. I don't know about y'all, but I love putting whipped cream on top of my coffee, and it's just something about whip shots that just makes my coffee even better. And we are going to go over all of the coming December updates. There's so many things that we can go over with the December update, but let's start with businesses, as KJun addressed this first. And this business that they want us to run isn't just like a business tycoon, but they really want you to get into the joy of growing something yourself. So the gameplay is going to be centered around starting out small and building up to a franchise. I do like the way that they are presenting this new gameplay because not only are you going to be having a store, but there's also a lot of business management into it. So you have to keep your customers satisfied, you'll get reviews, and I'm assuming that there'll be different pop-ups that come to your phone, just like all the other things that we get notified with. The one thing about this that does have me perked up is the fact that you can open franchises. So I'm wondering with the travel system, if you will be able to, let's say, build a business in Doan, that does well, can you then branch out to Bliss Bay and Chahaya? That is actually something that would be so amazing to see in a life simulation game because you can really have a lifestyle where you can become a business mogul if that's a gameplay that you would like to do. The business gameplay is also going to introduce 5 new business lot types, including bakeries, cafes, flower shops, and open business lot. I really appreciate that this is going to be in the base game. This isn't some, DLC that we have to purchase into, so that when the game does come out for the final release for players that want to purchase the final game, there's going to be so many different gameplay avenues that you can do. You could do crime, you can do business, you could do family gameplay. So I am genuinely excited to run a business, probably a bakery or a cafe. Speaking of cafes and bakeries, they are going to be working on confectionaries and beverage making. So players will be able to bake cakes for parties, make drinks to share happy moments, and even prepare fruit juice for little zois. We want to create the cozy fun of running a small shop filled with the scent of cakes and the sweetness of drinks. But these skills aren't just for parties, they're useful for business management. I've been trying to avoid speculation because I feel like some people take a hypothesis and think that it's a fact, but I'm ruminating on things here. And I see that we're going to be able to make drinks to share happy moments. But if you're a small little Zoi, you can get fruit juice. Now, this game is rated T for teen. However, there are many examples of games that have the same rating that do have some more mature themes. And we've talked about it so many times on this channel, but most people that play life sim games are of a certain age group. And when inZOI first came out, they really were just so adamant that they really wanted to tailor it to a younger audience. But after that survey came out, it's been really clear that they have been pivoting away from that. That's just my interpretation of the things that have been happening because there's more crime, there's a lot more like romance and things like that. They do have a list of other additions and improvements, and on that list they included new dishes with unique effects like a laughter pie. So just seeing that we're going to be able to make drinks that cause different memories and possibly emotions, I definitely think they're going to emulate some type of like liquor or alcohol system. And I don't even know why it just can't be wine. Like, can you have wine in a game and it still be rated T for teen? I don't really know how that works, but if that's your expertise, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But KJun also brought up group activities and cooperative interactions. So he states that we're developing group movement and sequential interactions. When a group is formed, such as family or friends, their type defines what cooperative behaviors they can perform. Through multitasking, interactions will transition naturally as group members sit, talk, and move together. We want zois to act like a true group, walking and interacting in harmony. Solo interactions are being redesigned into sequential multi-zoi actions, creating a more social experience. If these interactions ever feel awkward or lacking, we love to hear your feedback. Now, this is actually something that is major. I feel like there's been a large echo of inZOI feeling like an individual experience where it's good if you're just playing with one zoi, but if you're trying to do things with multiple zois, it's just not there yet. So over the past couple of months, they definitely took in our feedback and tried to come up with something to mitigate that. Generational game players, stand up because you won today. So they are going to be working on family trees. Now, they state that the family tree feature will let players explore their family stories more deeply. It's centered around a chosen zoi, showing direct descendants and spouses, even multiple spouses if applicable. Players can choose how to view ancestors with both paternal lines, bilateral or one-sided views. Our goal is to make each family's history more immersive and meaningful to discover. This is going to be so good to have in the game because with life simulation games, the more sentimental a game could be, the more of a storyline that you can tell and have some mementos to look back on through a family tree. Players want that. Players crave that. They have been craving that from inZOI. So this family tree is a step in the right direction, especially if you want to do something like a 100 baby challenge or a Black Widow challenge. You can look back and see all of your previous, baby daddies, baby mamas, ex-husbands, wives, spouses, what have you. And I just feel like this is going to, again, further the game down a path that is a step in the right direction. Speaking of a step in the right direction, this next feature is huge for me and my gameplay style because they are working on a court system. Now, my zois often end up in jail by accident. Sometimes they'll just do things and the police just, the police are just very strict. So my zois end up in jail. But knowing that we are going to get a court system where, you can go to trial for car accidents, insurance claims, fraud, and unpaid bills. This is going to expand my gameplay to infinity and beyond, and I'm really excited. So KJun says that they're working on a court and justice system where players can experience trials involving social issues such as car accidents, insurance claims, fraud, and unpaid bills. If a player commits a crime, they can be arrested, tried, and sentenced. Next year, we plan to add lawyer and prosecutor roles, letting players directly engage in courtroom procedures. Due to technical limitations, trials will initially be handled as rabbit hole events, focusing on text-driven choices and results for immersion. Players will be able to make decisions like posting bail, hiring lawyers, and choosing defense strategies. Depending on verdicts, penalties like fines, house arrest, or adoption bans will apply. Oh, ignoring sentences will trigger police intervention, leading to arrests, imprisonment, and even visitation events. We may not complete all of this in December, but we'll continue to expand it over time. The way that this plays now, because I am heavy into criminal lifestyle in inZOI, so for example, if my zoi goes to rob an ATM, if she goes to steal somebody's money off the ground, or if there is, any extortion, or she's running a scam online or with other people, you just kind of run until the police forget about you and lock your doors. But sometimes if you get caught up, you just immediately get taken to jail. And this just expands that gameplay so much. Now, with the court system, my one ask from the dev team is that they have the lawyer career become active. That is going to be a missed opportunity if that does not get implemented into the game, because players do want more active careers. Now, those are the major takeaways from what we can anticipate in December and forward, but the team also included some other things that they're going to add to the game and improve upon. So one is map filters by building type. And we already talked about the confectionery and beverage skills. We're also going to get new dishes with unique effects, street vendor placement, which I think that's amazing, like especially in 𝒃𝓏𝓏. I would love for my Zoe to come downstairs and, you know, there's somebody selling food right in front of her apartment. That'd be great. Gloves and scarves, there are creators that have been making that as custom content, but it looks like we're going to get that in the game as an accessory category. We're also going to get notifications when acquaintances pass away. They're also going to work on the visual effects, persistence in photo mode, multi-material customization, extended makeup presets, styling presets that save outfits and makeup together, which is huge because when you make a Zoe preset, you kind of just get the outfit and stuff that they have on that one outfit. So I am happy that there's going to be more variety in the presets. Zoe presets include personality and gender identity. They're going to work on the free camera cheat mode for video recording. Perfect. So roof accessories, chimneys, ornaments, modular roofs, and resizable windows, which kudos to that because some of the windows do be too big. The furniture slot connection indicators, stair modding, outfit modding wizard, Unreal Engine 5.6 upgrade review, improved dialogue variety, which again, excited for that because some of the dialogue does get a little repetitive. Gestures and reactions based on relationship, expanded baby interactions, emotion, cause, emphasis, and UI, ambition reward, and UI improvement. And lastly, lifestyle changes based on life of desire. inZOI right now is at a really crucial point because they're reaching a year of early access, but the updates that we have been getting since they first came out have all been very impactful, and I feel like the game is just continuously improving with each update. And quiet as it's kept, KJun worked on Aion. Like, that was one of my favorite games back in the day. I know Aion has had some ups and downs through the years, but it's a pretty old game at this point, and they're coming out with Aion 2. But just finding out that he was a part of one of the biggest MMORPG games, that man definitely knows what he's doing. So I really hope that the community just allows inZOI to develop into its own thing. They have some really skilled, talented people overseeing this project, and I do feel like sometimes people have their expectations are a bit unrealistic, and I wholeheartedly believe that they need to put out a new roadmap as of like yesterday, because it's very clear that they're taking a new direction with inZOI, and I prefer this over what we originally got in the roadmap. The game is starting to become more lively, the updates make sense, they're more robust, and inZOI is now trending towards being its own individual life simulation game as opposed to trying to fit into the mold of, you know, the one that came before it. And this new roadmap will be good to help alleviate a lot of people's curiosity and just let them know, hey, this is where we're going with the game. So it's imperative that they get that out to the players. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. I hope everyone has been having a great week. I cannot believe that we are heading towards the middle of November already. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me every day. And if you want to support me as a creator along the way, definitely like this video, drop a comment, even hype the video. That's a new feature that YouTube has. If you want to consider showing a little extra support, you can become a channel member. Channel members get access to channel member only videos and weekly updates from me of things that are going on behind the scene, and it's a direct way to support me as a creator. Or if you want to help me out using inZOI directly, you can do so by using my code MYGAMEPLAYDIARY and your copy of inZOI. You get to support me as a creator, plus yours always get a free t-shirt. But other than that, I do want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to stay hydrated, be kind to yourself, and I will catch you all in the next video.